Leos, happy 2021. Hey, welcome to your reading with me and thank you for your patience. I have been very busy up until the Christmas period, then I was away from home and unable to undertake readings. So here we are in the very beginning of January 21 and about to embark on your January but February reading as well. So the two are intermeshed. You will see that the messages that start coming from the day I'm reading them, which is today, January the 7th, will begin the uptake immediately and will swing you right through to the February energy month as well. So this is, if you like a double whammy. I sometimes think these readings are more powerful because there's a continuity of messages coming through and they can be more encompassing, especially given we are at the beginning of this brand new year, which is in the cusp of the new decade of the 20s. And the 20s are already proving to us to be extremely changing, like life-changing or altering situations that are occurring. And this is at the global, most definitely at the global, collective, and at the personal level. It's also deeply at the cosmic and the astral level that these changes are taking place as well. So we are going to notice our lives on the cusp of this immense change, and part of this is due to the fact that we are moving into the age of Aquarius. Now, some astrologers and some other people may suggest that this isn't happening yet, but from what I understand and what I feel about the cosmic integration and the energy vibes that are coming through, we most definitely are changing from the age of Pisces out into the age of Aquarius. And with that brings a whole culmination of different types of energetic fields coming in, and one of them is collective consciousness, expansion, the dropping off of ideologies and faith-based reasoning into the more solid, if you like, understanding or concepts of technology, information, assimilation, and mass communication and connectedness, which is part of how Aquarius works. It's also about speed in particular, so lots and lots of fast-paced change. More than anything, what we used to understand or believe to be true, and a lot of it wasn't true because we weren't being told the truth, but a lot of what we believed to be true we will find out is not fundamentally correct, or that there is more to expand on it from, more knowledge to gain, learn and understand. So we are going to be using these 4 different decks of cards in front of you, and we will work from the left across to the right. I will move these ones out of the way so that I can work freely with each deck. Actually, no, we will shift those because that's the way we're going to do it. So I will just put these 3 aside. When we get to this one at the end, this is very powerful. It's full of beautiful mantras. It's the Crystal Mandela Oracle deck from Alana Fairchild. I generally only pull one of them, and I recommend to people to utilize that as a platform for meditation and for using as a message board for the way you work forward in the year. Come back to this reading many times to find inspiration and answers as you are seeking to come to terms with the changes that are taking place in your life and how you wish to progress forward with them. The beginning of any year is a very powerful time for intention setting or soul setting. This is the time when the soul is open to you making the personal changes that you wish to make, or integrating them, or uplifting them, or opening the doors to your soul's quests and your soul's needs, inner needs as well. Let's move these to the side and see what's coming for Leo to start the year for January and February of 2021. There are a few that jumped off there and I am going to use them. There were 3 in total. The first one is 2, number 2, intuition. The second one, oh my goodness, the magician, one of my favorite cards, awareness. And the third one, number 3, a major arcana as well, the lover's card. You could read it quite literally and say, if you apply diligence to your intuition, your gut messages, your higher self, your collected, your connection to your guides, your cosmic workers, the celestial information coming in, things such as synchronicities, then you will find through your own awareness that you may come into more harmony with yourself and your journey, and this harmony may be found in the realm of love. Now, the harmony may be found in your own love, or the love of the soulmate or partners or families, or any love that you have in your life. So those three cards and the way they've come out, those messages alone, intuition, awareness and harmony, three powerful, beautiful cards and energies to start the beginning of this new year for you guys. I absolutely love those three together. So coming back to them a little bit more, the intuition card, which is the High Priestess, is about gaining a far greater concept and understanding of the cosmic ethos around us and the journey that we are embarking on, especially as these times change. So this is growing esoterically more aware, understanding more about the spiritual aspects of life and connecting with your higher self, and understanding the needs that come in, what your soul wants, which is what we were just talking about. So when we look too at this next one, he has this enlightened circle of gold around his head through his third eye chakra, and then this burning flame up toward and activating his crown chakra. And both of those two are the areas of deep cosmic activation and intuition. So these two cards to me feel very much like they are talking to you. Some of you Leos may be experiencing a cosmic uplift or like downloads of some sort. You may be finding that things are being fine-tuned in your life, or you may find that you are on the journey of new awareness or beginnings. You may find awe. For some reason, before I even started your reading, the word power came to me. I often think of Leos as having much power, especially personal power, but the power word just kept coming in. And in many ways, the magician is power. It's his own ability to create or harness his power and utilize it to his best ability. So when the magician turns up, it's all about being able to understand that there is something around you on offer that is very, very magical, but you have to be able to pull that together, weave it into understandable information, and then activate it. So this is why it might be that you need to trust your intuition as you walk into 2021. Be fully aware of the messages, synchronicities, events, and people coming into your life, because there is this capacity here for great harmony within your realm. Now, the harmony card is usually about lovers, so this can be about relationships in particular, and the relationship can be with romantic partners, or it can be with family members or a group of community people. It can also be within a business proposition. So for some of you, there could be the potential of a new partnership or business that is coming into being, and this can be very stable, steady, and gifted as a business opportunity. This could be presenting as ideas at the moment, but the ideas might grow into something more physical and come down into the physical plane. For others of you, there could be a time where harmony may be brought into your relationship field again if you have had out of harmony problems, not necessarily just with your intimate partner, but possibly with other aspects of relationships. It could be family, it could be work relationships, it could be your community, it could be a faith that you follow or a church that you go to, or it could even be at work. There may have been disharmony. So there's the potential here for balance to come in. The Lovers card is also about choices. So it's about being aware of making the right choice through perhaps your intuition. So Leos, really connect with yourself, especially now, right at the beginning of the year. And remember, this is also your February reading. So these messages are going to go right through to February. Now, you're really lucky to have received such powerful cards to take you on this journey of the 2 months at the beginning of this powerful year of 21. Come back to this reading as often as you like and really, really focus on the absolute strength, harmony, intuition and awareness of these 3 cards before we move into any more. Sometimes this card here, the Harmony, the Lovers card, can represent choices in terms of love relationships, and this card can sometimes turn up when there is something like an affair going on or when 3 people are involved. So you may become interested in a person who is already in a relationship and you become that 3rd person somehow, or you might already be in a relationship and you find someone else who really piques your interest and you're going, oh my goodness, what is going on here? I'm in a committed relationship. Why am I attracted to another person? And this is about the choices that are sometimes made, deciding which way you want to go and who you might want to be with. The other thing this card can often represent is a very deep bond at the heart, which can be like a soul mate, a deep soul mate coming in, or a twin flame synergy, for those of you who understand that concept. But it can also mean healing, balancing any relationships that may be already on board and bringing harmony back to restore them as well. So plenty of messages at the very beginning of this reading as we start. Let's see what else is here for Leo. They were 3 powerful cards. I always think the Magician is a wonder to behold, but I do tell everyone you must be awake when he turns up, because he gives you these opportunities, but he doesn't actually do them for you. He only shows them to you. So be prepared over the next 2 months to be shown some sort of opportunity around areas of your life that you are wanting change in, and then you have to do something about it. Oh wow, Truth, number 20, the Judgment card. Yeah, you've had number 1 and number 20, so not quite the very first major arcana, but the second and the last one. So the Judgment card is about coming to the realization that some things in your life may have needed changing, or that you are on the cusp of seeing the bigger picture. Now, if you look at these 3 cards in particular, in the background there's this cosmic viewpoint or vista that he is looking at. In this one here, he is being awakened and activated by the cosmic background. So this is the higher energies of the whole force of life, of where we come from, the source of origin and being, the star forces. And in this one there's a disc that is full of stars and cosmic energy, and she's looking into it. So really take these 3 embellishments of the cosmic background and the energy fields and the waveforms that are coming in, the morphogenic energy field that is there for you to understand that something big is able to be activated, especially when you get cards like this, you guys. Sometimes this card can mean balance, bringing in balance, definitely hearing things from your celestial helpers. You may hear strange words or see synchronistic events. You may have ringing in your ears, some of you, or literally get increased tinnitus. Some of you may want to get that fixed or seen. You might go to a doctor for some hearing problems, because that's sometimes what also is referenced in this card. You may find that you are more sensitive to certain vibrational energy fields, including noises, sounds, people's voices, raised voices or emotions. You might find them more upsetting or aggravating. The 6 of Cups is memories of love. Sometimes this is going back into the past, and sometimes old lovers can turn up when this card comes in. Sometimes to reunite a love bond, but other times it's to let it go. So you see how he's actually holding this candle, which to him has been like the bond of love, but he's letting them sail loose in a pond of some sort, and he's letting the love go. So if there have been any karmic adjustments that have needed to be done over past loves that have gone out of your life for one reason or another, this could be a time where karmic freedom is coming and you are being released from any bonds of trauma or hurt, loss or grief that may have held you captive. Now, it may have been a romantic love bond, but it also could be a family bond that you might be feeling grief or loss from a partner or a parent or a sibling or a cousin or a grandparent. And this might be a time of receiving a degree of freedom from holding on to trauma or grief or loss. Some of you might visit places where you grew up and experience deja vu or feelings of relief, like I feel at home, or I feel safe, or I feel as though I am allowed to move on. There's definitely a feeling of freedom coming, that some of you are allowed to drop things off that have been either holding you back or have either emotionally been holding you back or even physically have held you back. And it could be through timelines such as not just this life, but it could be past lives as well. We are going through extremely karmic debt paying years at the moment. Last year was a big one. This year will also, as it turns out, will be a big one as well. So for a lot of people, there is the potential for healing, freedom and moving on, especially if you are aware of the magic and the opportunities that surround these events. Rest and rejuvenation, that's the Four of Swords. The third eye chakra, oh wow, number 19, light, which is the sun. You've been gifted the sun as well in your reading, truly one of the most beloved of all of the cards. I also see the beautiful stars coming out from the glory of the vista of this card. And of course the sun is in the cosmic heavens, and so are the stars. So we have yet another alignment of cosmic energy for you. Leo, the sun is your powerhouse energy. You know, we talk often of Leos as being involved in that energy where the sun is important. It's part of the ruling energy of your astrological sign, and you have received more light at the beginning of this year. It's a beautiful reading with the energies that are coming through. Let me just go back to the Four of Swords where it says rest and rejuvenate. Some of you may literally be feeling as though you want to do this over the next month or two. And for some of you, it could be to meditate, to refocus, to ground yourself, to take time out, to slow things down, to feel at one with nature and to feel at one with yourself. So this is a beautiful card that gives you the opportunity to do this, to be together with yourself and sometimes with another person. So sometimes this is the opportunity for a very special, very intimate, personal getaway with someone else where you share a bond of closeness and love and harmony. And sometimes it can even be the seat of conception. Now the sun is also sometimes the seat of conception. So fertility might be a heightened awareness for some of you in this period of the next 2 months coming up. The rest and rejuvenation can also for some people mean like a small operation and sometimes a pre-planned operation. So when we talked before about the ears, there might be something that some of you are having done that is around your upper part of your body. For some of you, it might be surgical procedures for enhancement or improvement. It could be to do with ears, eyes, teeth and jaws, or the face and neck and shoulders as well for some of you. Now we're coming back to the third eye chakra one, which I mentioned when we first had these two cards, and we talked about the great activation of intuition coming in and this gold band going through the third eye leading up to the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, and activating your cosmic awareness for you personally. It's about your own innate intuition and messages and understanding and connection to your higher self and your soul's journey. So as I said, I could tell with the first 3 cards that came that this was a powerful reading for you. And even more as we are evolving, it becomes even more and more powerful. And you also have the gift of 3 sixes. And 6 is the number of harmony, the home, and relationships. So when we see numbers that are multiplied, or we see them replicate or duplicate or triplicate in a reading, we know that there is power within these numbers. And both of these 6s have held the vision of love. So the third eye might be opened to the aura of love. And love is the whole energy field of the cosmos. It's the background force which enlightens us, enables us, activates us, feeds us, and is us. So very, very powerful, guys. A beautiful beginning to your reading. And yeah, I can't even begin to embellish enough the beauty of the Sun card and the optimism, the hope, the happiness, the joy, the love, the amour, the freedom, the capacity, the scope, everything that the Sun card offers. Truly, truly beautiful. And as I say, I think you'll find that these double readings that you're getting, they are so worth waiting for. It feels to me as if the cards and the messengers who are here for your readings, and for you guys, that's your Leo cosmic helpers, it feels as if they are really putting in all stops, or pulling out all stops rather, to make sure that your readings are full of important messages and abundance and clarity. So this one is honesty, and it's speaking your truth, and also having transparency, sincerity, and communication. I also see here that the key to her throat has been opened, and for some of you there might even be this possibility that that operation I talked about before has something to do with this. I talked about this area of the body, but it might even be to do with the throat, and for some people this is where the thyroid is, or the parathyroid. But coming back to the card itself, it is in the throat chakra area, and this is about the ability to have honesty with yourself and to feel free to speak your truth. So this is a time of open communication, especially with other people and with relationships in your life. So truth will play a role in the way you move forward. So if there has been something hidden either by you or that has been blocking a way forward, then the truth will come out and transparency will be there. So focus on that, and you can do that with the magic of the magician as well, because he can help bring about truth and transparency, especially if you are wanting something to be righted that you feel has been wronged over the past. Wow, insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. So this, and there's the eye, the third eye on her forehead being activated as well. How many messages now do we have to show you? 6, all the 6s that you had, but awareness, awakening, third eye. It's amazing. So you are in this cusp of growth, of reaching an epoch of cosmic understanding, of receiving what I said earlier, downloads or upgrades. You are moving into something profoundly you, profoundly awe-inspiring, profoundly activated, especially if you are on the magician's train and you are aware of where it's happening and how to access it. So if we just come back again to the numbering systems that were coming through, you've got these 4 6s now. And as I say, 6 is a lovely number of harmony and balance and love. So I'm enjoying your reading immensely, and I'm especially enjoying the linked storyline that is coming through as we switch through different decks of cards as well. So let me just pull one more from here. This is for Leo for January, February. Oh, there he goes. Oh my God. Boom, guys. Oh, it's even better. I'm lost for words, and that doesn't happen very often to me. Okay, so we have number 19. We have two 19s, which is the light, which I talked about before, the sun being part of the Leo energy. Then we have the beautiful lion that has come out for you, and it says intuition, knowing, sensing, trust, and it's gut instincts. And what are the other ones that we've just had up here? Intuition, intuition, insight, intuition. Awareness. You know, this reading, I've got goosebumps. I seriously have goosebumps because there is so much energy rippling through this room right now. I feel like it's going to implode on itself. Seriously, if you don't take the energy from this reading and jump on it and activate it and utilize it for the beginning of your year, then I just can't offer you anything more powerful than what is currently being shown to you. There you are with your amazing power and the strength that I knew was there for you. So if any of you have been faltering, if you have been through hard times, which a lot of people have, if you have felt weakened, if you have felt deflated, if you have lost your way, if you've been unable to trust your gut instincts, or if you've been unable to hear your intuition, or you haven't felt the magic, then be there now, open to this right now. This is very magical, very, very empoweringly magical. Oh, I love it when the readings are so beautiful. Okay, I can't wait to upload this now, and I hope you Leos everywhere around the world snap into this, because it's a gift. It's a true gift for the year of 2021 at the beginning of the year. Just a couple from here, and then we will get to your last card, which will also be a big, powerful, beautiful message for you. The ocean, so spending time by the ocean. The ocean could help activate you. It's very soothing, it's cathartic, it's balancing, which we talked about at the very beginning. So spending time by bodies of water, any form of water, is also good. Healing and soothing. Innocence, just remember the power of innocence. If you are wanting resolution, or you are wanting things solved, try not to go into situations with the blame game, because everyone plays a role in the reason things happen in our life. And if we come to understand that, we understand that we go through everything for a learning lesson, and our biggest lesson is to pick that up and to see how we can expand and grow from it, and to always find the lesson within every event that occurs to us. I also see here a little baby. So for some of you, there's news or information about a baby, or you hold a baby close to your heart, or you are looking for conception. Some of you may have lost a pregnancy as well, and this is a gift from the heavens to say that the little one is safe and in the arms of innocence. So that's also a powerful message. It's a very private one for some of you. These are the Alana Fairchild cards. And I'm going to, because I'm just so into this energy that was coming through there, I want those two to be the top cards for you. Oh, and actually, and the Sun. What is in store for Leo? What would you like them to focus on, meditate upon, understand and experience, and know how to move through? What is it you are showing them for January and February of 2021? Leo. Angel, Bath Coal and Aquamarine Authentic Voice, Crystal Sweets 444. And I do have a piece of Aquamarine, And we heard, interestingly enough, we had the authenticity with the voice card before, with the truth, transparency, sincerity and communication and honesty and the ability to speak your true, authentic voice. And this could be a very powerful time for you to be able to do so, to speak up and be you and be the who you want to be. So let me find my aquamarine, and then I will read to you from the book. We bring you the gift of authentic voice. We want you to know your own truths and to speak them in your own way, because you have something of value to share. Your inner world, your unique viewpoint, and the person that you are. When you speak from your authentic voice, you help others relax, come out of their heads into their hearts, and remember the truth of who they are as well. Your authentic voice doesn't have to sound like the voice of any other. It doesn't need to always be soft, although in its own way it will always be loving. Your authentic voice has a place in this world and has been designed to be a valuable part of the sacred choir of soul voices which creates music for the universe. As you trust in your authentic voice, your ability to manifest your divine destiny will grow, and your responsible use of the power of your voice will help many. Your authentic voice is like no other. That is why it can take some time to find it. In a way, it finds you, rising up out of the depths of your being until you realize it is there, being written, spoken, danced, sung, painted, felt, turned into poetry, art, music, colour, form, and of course, sound. Your authentic voice is the voice of your soul. It is the part of you that speaks in a language not limited by words. It speaks in feelings and truths and visions that others can understand at a deep soul level, even if sometimes their minds do not seem to grasp what you are communicating. The authentic voice, the voice of the soul, is a voice of reassurance, of encouragement, and of love. It can be fierce, honest, and stir up the sort of agitation that pushes issues out of the way and allows the spirit to be free to live as it wishes. It can be tender and kind, gentle and sensitive. It is just like the divine love that it expresses, not limited to one particular way. As you seek out your authentic voice, you may be inspired by the way other people express their own voice of the soul. That is fine, provided you don't compare yourself with them. If you compare yourself to others and feel your voice is not as powerful or loving or wise or somehow not enough, stop immediately. Your truths are your own. You have been created according to a divine design, and you are as you are meant to be. That includes your voice. And with that one, I will put the voice one there. Every voice is meant to be different. There is no choir if there is only one sound. The richness of the choir and the fullness of the sound comes from many voices combined. If you have had fear of speaking up, of being judged or ridiculed for your authentic voice, if you have been shamed through any creative endeavour, or had your feelings, dreams, or visions scoffed at, dismissed by another, then this oracle brings you a particular message. Your voice of the soul is never truly silenced. It never dies. You might turn away from it out of fear of future pain, but in time you will realize there is nothing that can harm this authentic voice of yours. It is resilient, strong, creative, and very, very powerful. It is the divine light in you that transforms into sound and creation. It cannot help but want to be what it is, a divine impulse yearning for expression. It is safe to let it rise up again and be heard. It can be heard by other souls in many ways, sometimes even on the inner planes, as though you were speaking your love directly into the hearts of those willing to receive your guidance, even if you never meet them in person. This oracle also brings you a message that there is more to your authentic voice than you have discovered yet. There is more within you to be expressed, and you are going to enjoy that discovery. You may be startled at times by exactly what your voice of the soul expresses, but you will feel safe in the knowledge that when you are speaking your truth, you are expressing yourself from a place of soul, from a place of love. Even if the message you are delivering is something that isn't easy to say or for another to hear. Remember that when you speak with your authentic voice of the soul, you are allowing the love of the divine to speak through you. Trust in that and set your voice free. Wow, Leo, wow. Just wow, what a spectacular, powerful reading you have received. I truly hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this and felt the power, got the goosebumps like I did, that you have enjoyed all of the depth of messages that have come your way. This is a very, very deep reading for you guys, and I feel that there is a door that is being unlocked as you listen to the messages through this reading, as you walk your way through it and get to the end point of here. The doors have been opening during the reading. So now go back and set yourself free with the knowledge that has come. Trust your intuition. See what images, thoughts or feelings come up after experiencing this reading, and then move yourself out into your physical life and see where that magic, where that alchemy can be deposited and to open the doors for you. 2021 has some magic for you. I thank you all for being part of Celestial Insights, or Team Celestial as I like to call you all. You are all part of what make Team Celestial what it is, and part of the energetic vibration of that we send out to the community and the cosmos. So I thank you all for listening, tuning in, subbing the channel, and I love it when you leave your comments. So I hope you have felt a deep thread of connectivity and energetic vibration traversing through this reading for you guys. Remember to check your moon and rising signs as well, and I do really wish you the very, very best for 21, because boy, you've started off with a powerful door opening to the gate of 2021, which I'm sure will be just the very beginning of your journey forward on your life's path. Much love, everyone. Namaste.